Greetings, I am Dr. Melanie Schemberger, President of the Murray State University chapter of the Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi. Today we celebrate excellence. We gather to induct worthy individuals into the Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi. These individuals were chosen on the basis of their superior scholarship. We are pleased and proud that each has chosen to become part of a century-old community of scholars and professionals that includes individuals who have distinguished themselves in positions of leadership and whose careers have been characterized by achievement. Our members have served in the White House, the Congress, and the Supreme Court of the United States. They have won Nobel Prizes, Pulitzer Prizes, and numerous other national and international awards for service and achievement in their chosen fields. Phi Kappa Phi is proud to include among its membership thousands of women and men who, for more than a century, have sought to make a difference in the communities where they live and work. The Society's values also are conveyed in the motto, "Let the love of learning rule humanity." Our mission also states clearly who we are and what we do, to recognize and promote academic excellence in all fields of higher education, and to engage the community of scholars in service to others. Phi Kappa Phi's standards are unsurpassed and second to none. We seek to reward excellence wherever it can be identified in any institution that has a chapter of the Society. By virtue of its interdisciplinary nature, Phi Kappa Phi elects its membership from all academic fields within the university. The chapter's treasurer, Dr. Renee Pfister, Executive Director for Strategic Enrollment Management, will now share additional information about Phi Kappa Phi.
The bylaws of Murray State University chapter of Phi Kappa Phi, operating within the framework of the Society's bylaws, specify certain conditions to be observed in electing persons to membership. These conditions are summarized as follows. Senior undergraduates shall be in the upper 10% of their class in each college or division. Juniors are drawn from the upper 7.5% of their class. Graduate and professional students who have completed 1 full year of study and are in the upper 10% of all candidates for graduate or professional degrees also are eligible for membership. Faculty, administrators, professional staff, and alumni who have achieved scholarly distinction also qualify for membership. It is fitting that candidates about to be initiated into Phi Kappa Phi know certain facts about the Society. In 1897, Marcus L. Ewan, a student at Maine State College, now the University of Maine, proposed to his professor an honor society built upon a broader base and with wider purpose than any in existence at that time. At the request of college president Abram Harris, URAN drafted a constitution and a set of bylaws for such an organization. URAN and Harris, assisted by interested professors, succeeded in organizing the Lambda Sigma Eta Society, an academic honor society open to superior students, regardless of academic discipline. 10 students were elected to membership that first year. After URAN's graduation, President Harris assumed the responsibility for promoting the society. In 1900, with strong support from the presidents of the University of Maine, Pennsylvania State College, now Pennsylvania State University, and the University of Tennessee, the society became a national organization. In the same year, the society was renamed Phi Kappa Phi from the initials of 3 Greek letters of its adopted motto. Today, there are more than 325 chapters of Phi Kappa Phi, ranging from Maine to the Philippines and from Alaska to Puerto Rico. Professor Ashley Ireland, Interim Assistant Provost and Director of Online Programs, is the chapter president-elect. She will now explain the symbolism associated with Phi Kappa Phi.
The badge of the society is a globe against the background of the sun, whose rays form an expansive corona and radiate in a number of symmetrical and equal concentrations from behind the globe. These signify equivalence among the various branches of learning and represent dissemination of truth as light. Encircling the globe is a band containing the Greek letters Phi Kappa Phi. It symbolizes a fraternal bond that girds the earth and binds the lovers of wisdom in a common purpose. The seal of the society features the badge at its center. The badge is surrounded by a crenellated line that represents the battlements and walls of ancient Troy. In the space between this line and the periphery of the seal appear 3 stars just above the badge, one for each of the 3 original chapters. Below the badge is the phrase, founded 1897. The ribbon of the society is a meander pattern that is common in ancient Greek art and symbolizes the classical features of the society. The first word of the Phi Kappa Phi motto is philosophia. For historical reasons, the society translates this Greek word as the love of learning. The second word of the motto is kriteto, a verb meaning to rule. In our motto, the word has the form of a strong exhortation that calls on us to let the love of learning rule. The last word of the motto is photon. This word occurs in ancient Greek poetry and drama with reference to mortals in contrast to immortal gods. In our motto, it refers to all humans, women and men, so we translate it as the word humanity. Thus, in saying the Phi Kappa Phi motto, Philosophia Criteto Photon, you are calling on yourself and others to let your lives be ruled by the love of learning. I now introduce Chapter Student Vice President, Mr. Merrick Johnson.
As inductees, you receive a certificate of membership, as well as an emblem in the form of a pin. Each of you will also receive a subscription to the Society's publication, the Phi Kappa Phi Forum magazine, along with access to a variety of benefits and services designed to assist you throughout your academic and professional life. And as a society member, you will be eligible to compete for numerous scholarships and awards, valued at $1 million each year. Let me remind you that once initiated into the society, each of you will always be a member of Phi Kappa Phi. To be classified as an active member, however, and to continue to receive its many benefits, you will need to pay national dues annually. You are urged to maintain active membership, not only as a means of personal fulfillment, but also as a way of helping to sustain the prestige and to support the activities of your honor society. We also sincerely hope that you will support your local chapter of Phi Kappa Phi at Murray State University. Dr. Schemberger will now lead the new members in the Society's affirmation of membership.
I now encourage the inductees to read aloud with me the Society's affirmation of membership. In response to the honor bestowed on me by my election to Phi Kappa Phi, I shall continue to uphold the motto of Phi Kappa Phi, let the love of learning rule humanity. Thank you. We shall now confer upon each of you the membership in Phi Kappa Phi, to which you have been elected with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereunto. By virtue of your superior scholarship, by virtue of what you have achieved and who you are, a combination of qualities that led to your election by this chapter of the Society, it is now my privilege to declare you to be members in good standing of the Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi. May you continue to merit this high honor, never complacent, ever seeking the realization of the Society's motto, let the love of learning rule humanity. Congratulations to all of you. We now announce the names of the inductees for the 2020-2021 academic year. First, Olivia Atkins. Ariel Admonius. Hamoud Al-Khatir. Sierra Carlton. Madison T. Cahoon. Edward P. Cole, Jr. Rachel E. Crawford. Malcolm Matheson Fife. Alyssa Gott. Renee Hare. Anna Grace Marie Liggins. Evan Massamore. Samantha Pote. and Lexus C. Wegman. We also have joining us 3 faculty new members, Dr. Anshe Gamble, Dr. Christine B. Lindner, and Dr. Maeve McCarthy. Here are your chapter officers for the past year of 2020-2021, and we thank all of you for joining us on this virtual induction ceremony in Chapter 302 Phi Kappa Phi at Murray State University.